Welcome. In this video we will break everything down in simple way so you understand what is really happening. Here is what we will cover. We will talk about a government official denies report that a county commissioner was killed. Second, we'll talk about new fighting report in the greater Pibor administrative area. And third, we'll talk about a court decision in the trial of first by President Dr. Machar. Before we move on, I would like you to help the channel by subscribing, turn on the notification bell, so whenever we upload a new video, you can be notified. Let's start this report with police report about commissioner death. Well, there were strong rumors spreading on social media that the commissioner of Panyikang County, GMS Obur, had been killed. Many people became worried after seeing this report online, but now the government has come out clearly to deny this. According to the spokesperson of Apnal State, Peter Mwonjo Akwin, the commissioner is alive and safe. He explained that he personally spoke to the commissioner on Tuesday morning. He said, "I talked to him myself. He is safe. The report about his death are not true." This is important because police information can spread fear very fast, especially during time of conflict. Well, the confusion came after a report of an attack in a place called Tonga. Some people believe the commissioner was there during the attack, but the spokesperson clarified that a spokesperson clarified something important. He said the commissioner is not in Tonga. Instead, he is staying in Udong, which is currently being used as the temporary headquarters of Panyikang County. So, the attack and the commissioner were in different places. The spokesperson also gave an update about security, and he said that government forces, the South Sudan People Defense Forces, have taken control of the area. According to him, both Panyikang and Tonga are now under control. He also accused opposition forces, especially the SPLA-IO, of spreading false information. He claimed they are doing this to create fear among people. Well, let's pause and think about this. In conflict, situation, information become very powerful. Sometimes false reports are used as weapons. They can create panic, confuse the public, and damage trust. This is why it is always important to verify news before believing or sharing it. This is not what the SPLA-IO said. The SPLA-IO are saying they are in control of Tonga and Panyikang County. So we still do not have any clear information based on this. The government is saying it is in control of Tonga, and the SPLA-IO is also saying that they are in control. We will, look for more information on this report. And let's move on to another report, fighting in greater Pibor administrative area. There are reports of fresh fighting in greater Pibor administrative area. The clash happened in Lukwangolo County. According to officials, the fighting started on Sunday. The local government say the attack was carried out by forces linked to SPLA-IO under Dr. Machar. These forces include SPLA-IO fighters and militia group known as the Norway Army. They reportedly entered a village called Uno early Sunday morning, according to this report. In response, local youth quickly organized themselves. They fought back against the attackers. According to the information minister of the area, Jacob Wershum Jok, it said that the fighting continued throughout the day. By the end of the day, the attackers were pushed back. He said they retreated toward Urur County. At this time, there are no clear number of people killed or injured. Officials say they are still collecting information, but one thing they confirm is that the situation is now calm. Local youths are said to be in full control of the area. Well, when you look at this situation, it shows that how quickly violence can start. It also show how communities sometimes defend themselves when attack happen, but this kind of conflict brings serious risk, loss of life, displacement of families, long-term instability, and also lack of clear information. It makes it harder to understand the full impact. There is no any statement from the SPLA-IO based on this allegation, and we will continue looking for more information. Let's move on to our third top story, court decision in Dr. Machar case. Now let's talk about the third and very important story. This one is about the trial of Dr. Machar. Is currently under house arrest and facing serious charges. The court made two major decisions. Number one, it rejected a request to broadcast the trial live on television. Second, it also rejected a request to delay the trial. The defense team had asked for both. They wanted that the trial to be shown on the South Sudan Broadcasting Corporation. They also asked for more time to prepare. So let's look at the court response. The judge, Stephen Simon Isaac, refused both requests. He said the court had already decided not to allow live broadcast, so they would not change that decision. Another judge, James Alaladeng, announced the next court date. The trial will continue on May 4th, 2026. Dr. Machar is facing a very serious accusation, including murder, conspiracy, terrorism, treason, and crime against humanity. These are among the most serious charges in any legal system. Let's look at the background of the case. The prosecutors say the force linked to Dr. Machar carried out an attack in March 2025. The attack happened in Nasser. They claim that 257 government soldiers were killed. Military equipment worth millions was destroyed or taken. Several other individuals are also charged in the same case. The trial is very important for the future of South Sudan. It raises key questions. Will justice be fair? Will the process be transparent? Will it bring peace or more division? The decision not to broadcast the trial also raises concern. Some people believe transparency builds trust. Others believe it could create tension. Well, let's summarize today's key point. Report about the death of Commissioner James Obur are flawless. Fighting in Greater Pibor has stopped for now, but tension remains. The court has rejected key requests in the trial of Dr. Machar. These stories show one thing clearly: South Sudan is at a very sensitive moment. Information, leadership, and justice all play a big role in shaping what happens next. Thank you for watching. If you want more updates like this, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, share this news with others, and tell us in the comment, what do you think about this development? Stay informed, stay safe. See you in the next